Today's story is about friends who set foot on a lost road. There were 4 of them: Sarah, Milad, Mehdi, and Elnas. They had all been together since childhood, but after university, each of them went their own way. This trip was more of an excuse for them to gather together again. Sarah said, "Guys, let's finally go somewhere this weekend where no one has been, a place where we can truly forget who we are and what we do." Milad, who was always into technology and nosy on the internet, said, "I found a place mentioned in old forums, a dirt road in the middle of the northern forests. No map can find it, but some people said they went there and saw strange things." Elnaz asked, "What do you mean, strange? Scary?" Mehdi burst out laughing. "Yeah, right. There's probably an abandoned house in the middle that opens its door by itself at midnight." But Sarah said, "It doesn't matter if it's scary or strange. I just want something different. I want a real thrill." So, on Friday morning, they set off with a rental car. At first, everything was calm. They played music, laughed, and shared stories. When they reached the side road, the GPS stopped working. No signal, no internet. Just a narrow dirt road disappearing among the tall trees. It was around 3 in the afternoon, when the fog started to rise. The sounds quieted down. No birds, no wind, just the sound of the car and their own breathing. Suddenly, Milad hit the brakes. Stop! Stop! Did you see that old woman?" Everyone turned around, but there was nothing. Mehdi said, "This is the start of another horror movie. First, one person sees something, but the others don't." Then Sarah laughed and said, "Well, this is an experience. Let's see what happens." But after half an hour, there was no road anymore. Just bushes and trees and a thick fog that wrapped around them like smoke. They had no choice but to pull the car over and walk. They hadn't gone a few steps when I heard a whispering sound. It was as if someone very quietly said, "Don't turn back, it's too late." Everyone stopped. Milad said, "Stop joking around." Mehdi said, "I swear it wasn't me." The sound of breaking branches came from behind them. They turned around. No one was there. Fear clung to them like moss. But they continued on. An inner feeling pulled them forward, as if something was waiting for them. When they reached an open area, they saw an old house, wooden, with broken windows and a half-open door. An old woman was sitting there. Her face was hidden under a shawl. Without looking at them, she said, "You have come, because you lost something, but you might not know." "What?" Sarah asked. "Who are you? Where is this place?" The old woman said, "This is a place where people confront themselves. If you have the courage, go inside." Inside the house was dark, but there was a large mirror in the room. However, the mirror showed things that were not real, or perhaps not very real. Elna saw her little brother, alive in the mirror, and they were talking. Milad saw his father had returned, but he wasn't speaking to him. He was just looking at him. Sarah saw herself broken, tired, without a smile. Mehdi heard his mother's voice, saying, "You will never become anything." Each of them faced their inner fears. In that moment they cried. They trembled but did not run, did not flee. And when they came out of the house, the old woman was no longer there. There was only a sentence written on the door of the house. Courage means standing firm, even when you don't know what you're facing. They closed their eyes for a moment, and when they opened them, they were in the middle of the main road. Their car was right there. The mobile signal had returned, but none of them were the same as before. There was depth in their gaze, silence in their words, and perhaps most importantly, a newfound peace in their hearts. In life, we often seek a different experience. But some paths don't take us to a new place. Instead, they lead us within ourselves. A place where, if we dare to see our true selves and not run away from it, that's when we truly become free. Thank you for staying with us until the end of the video, and I would appreciate it. To help the channel grow and support us, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to like, and comment. Until the next video, goodbye.